Hello, good evening, folks. Welcome to Spain. We are in Zaragoza. This is the Basketball Champions League playoffs, Group L, and the battle between Casademont Zaragoza and Brose Bamberg. Well, you love basketball. You love an encounter like this in all respects. You've got a Zaragoza team that won convincingly last week over Dinamo Sassari, and you've got a Brose Bamberg team that lost at Era Basketball Nürnberg 91-87. Brose Bamberg needing to get a good result tonight, really, to stay in the hunt. Of course, Nürnberg won a thriller last night. Hayden Dalton's baseline jumper giving them the win over Dinamo Sassari, and now it is Casademont Zaragoza against Brose Bamberg. Zaragoza winning last week 95-83 over Sassari. That was in Italy, and that man right there, Nicholas Brusino, one of the finest talents in this competition, but not really getting off the mark last week. Anyway, Nürnberg, by virtue of their second win, have gone top of the standings. Zaragoza right behind them, and then you've got Sassari already at 0-2, and Bamberg at 0-1. So a Bamberg win tonight opens it up, or at least keeps it open for themselves, and possibly more so for Sassari as well. So all they're worried about, these guys, Ogby and Bamberg, is coming out and getting in a good performance. Rolf Plescher, Saric, Chase Feeler, Kenneth Ogby, Siobhan Thompson, Michele Vitali from Italy, the Italy international, Bennett Hunt, the Germany international, as well as Christian Sengfelter and David Kravish in the lineup tonight for Bamberg. And of course, with the COVID-19 protocol, no fans allowed in the arena, but what an achievement it's been to have this season during these very tough times around the world. Of course, good times are coming back, but more on that later. Rashid Suleiman, Jonathan Barredo, Elias Harris, Nicholas Brusino, Jaime Fernandez, Alex Font, Robin Benzing, Rodrigo San Miguel, Jacob Wiley, Dylan Ennis, Trevi Helenison, and Javier Garcia playing for the great coach, Sergio Hernandez. And of course, I should also point out Hernandez, the coach of, has been the coach of Argentina's national team, led them into the final of the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2019 in China, and has been at the helm for a long time. And certainly this Bamberg team would like to get a win tonight to get back one over on their former player, Elias Harris, now playing for Zaragoza. I should have mentioned that. See Sengfelter coming out. And it does appear that we're not going to have Javier Hustes as we looked at that lineup on the roster of Zaragoza tonight, because instead they're going to bring in Jaime. They've decided to bring in Jaime Fernandez, the Spain national team guard. So that is a strategic move by Coach Hernandez. Okay, excuse me, I got that wrong. Not Jaime, not the national team guard Fernandez, but anyway, you get the point. These players, these teams play a lot of games, and making that decision clearly, Hernandez doing so in the best interest of tonight. And Justito was pretty good in recent times, so that is a big decision for Coach Hernandez. So Zaragoza, having made it to the Final 8 last year, and of course we saw a couple of seasons ago, Bamberg making it all the way to the Basketball Champions League Final 4. And because, again, of the COVID situation, the decision was made before the season to have another Final 8. It just made sense because of the current situation, and these teams know they have to finish in the top 2 if they are going to progress. Be very interesting to watch Jonathan Barrero tonight. He's had some big games. Of course, he represented Spain in the national team during the last window, and seems to be moving from strength to strength. Barrero had 26 points in that last game for Zaragoza. Here are the referees tonight. Got a good crew: Georgios Porsanidis, Igor Mitrovsky, and Wojciech Liszka. So Porsanidis, the crew chief, in the middle. Good look at the starting 5s here in just a minute. And you look at also where these teams are in the standings. And you've got Bamberg at 8th in Germany, 10-11. They're starting with Alex Ruoff, Siobhan Thompson, Michele Vitali, Bennett Hunt, and Christian Singfelter. And Zaragoza, while they've been playing exceptionally well, have been climbing the table in Spain. They are right now in 11th place. They did come up short in their last game, in an important game, really, against Juventud, falling 100-95. Juventud, one of those teams they're chasing to get into the top 8 in Spain. Johan Reukers, the coach of Bamberg. Actually is Dutch. You got Rashid Suleiman, Barrero, Nicolas Brasino, Nicola Brasino, Dylan Ennis, and Tryggvi Helenissen in the starting 5 tonight. So the Icelandic international center, Helenissen, getting the start. And there is Hernandez. Again, at least internationally, has made all of his headlines with Argentina's national team, but he was also a terrific coach in South America, where he's coached both in Argentina and Brazil. And really, it made all the sense in the world that a team in Spain with aspirations would make a run at Hernandez, because quite simply, folks, I mean, he is everybody knows that kind of the cradle of coaching in South America is in Argentina, and he has for a long time been one of the best in the business, and he's proving it at Zaragoza. Well, good evening and welcome to Zaragoza, Spain. This is the Basketball Champions League. And Brose Bamberg winning the opening tip, attacking the basket to the right, and getting another opportunity. Singfelter Bennett Hunt probes, puts it up and gets blocked by Helenissen. Helenissen is going to do three things for you in a basketball game. He's going to get his share of dunks, he's going to get his share of blocks, and he's going to get his share of rebounds on both ends of the floor. And really, what more could you ask for from your big? And 5-second violation. So not getting the basketball in. Ruff is commits the first turnover. Suleiman penetrates, gets it in, and Helenissen with the offensive rebound. Oh, and he missed the dunk. Now the dump down low, and Barreto knocks it away, avoids the foul from Hunt, gets it over to the corner. Brusino for three, and it's off the iron. Another opportunity now for Zaragoza to go back and take the lead. Ennis, quick pass. They pass it around back to Suleiman. Nice give and go. Nope. Nice pass. And hands it back out to Ennis. 5 on the shot clock. Ennis drives in, and there is the first basket of the game. So Dylan Ennis puts it up and in. And Zaragoza strike first. Hunt from a long way out. A couple of offensive rebounds now. And missing that was Singfelder. So Bamberg starting ice cold. Barreto backs his way up and unsuccessfully. I'll tell you what kind of night Barreto had last week. 6 of 6 from three-point land. He was 8 of 9 overall against Dynamo Sassari. It was an incredible display from Barreto. I tell you, if I shot like that from three-point range, that's all I would do. Jump shot no good. Vitali with the rebound. Vitali steps back. Still can't get the drop. Thompson not able to rebound it, and tying up Brusino was Bennett Hunt, but the jump ball possession arrow goes to Zaragoza. Brusino down to Helenissen. Back to the basket, goes up with a left hand and scores. So Suleiman reaches in and commits the foul on Hunt. And Hunt goes up, and his pass to Thompson knocked away. Pass up ahead to Barreto, who's able to get it, but his foot was out of bounds. Great effort. So Alex Rolfe goes out of the game. Kenneth Ogbe comes in. And a lot of that, you can see his foot was just out of bounds. Ogbe, a competent performer offensively. And Rohecker is not wanting to wait around any longer. He wants to get some spark in there. There's another block for Helenissen. A couple of times that Hunt has tried to score over Helenissen, and you know that's not going to happen. Smallest guy on the floor going up against the biggest guy on the floor. Brosino swooping in and getting the rebound off Ogbe's miss. And then the ball thrown out of bounds. And you know, Brosino has played a lot for that man right there, Hernandez, in Argentina's national team. But of all the players, you would think he would have a seamless transition with him coming in as coach. But sometimes you wonder maybe if having him there has added a little bit of pressure to Brosino. Now the dump over Helenissen, down low to Thompson. Thompson got back. And Barrero kept the pressure on, but the ball goes out of bounds. So Bennett Hunt is inbounding it to Sengfelter. Picks up his dribble, gets it back to Vitale. Vitale, long note. He was going to take the jumper, then he tried to pass to Ogbe, and it goes out of bounds. So a little bit of sloppy play right now. Zaragoza with a couple of turnovers. 4 turnovers already for Bamberg. Ennis tickles the twine. And 7-0 now for Zaragoza, and Bamberg being shut out. Sengfelter. Push back. Ogbe. And the ball batted out of bounds. It'll stay at this end. It's what happens sometimes. You just you can start badly. I mean, this is a woeful start offensively. Make no mistake about it. You don't like to. The good news for Bamberg is that Zaragoza haven't raced into a huge lead, because it could be worse. Hunt. Nice bounce pass, and Helenissen, that's going to be goal interference. It was on its way down. So Kravic gets the first 2 points. David Kravic, having come off the bench. Now Ennis gets it to Helenissen. Short little jump hook, and it pops out. Nobody there for the rebound. Oh, nice give and go, and Vitale lays it up and in. Brosino to Helenissen. Goes up, short little jump hook. Sengfelter goes in, and now it's a 1-point game. And so Bamberg clawing their way back. And you know the reinforcements that are going to be coming into the game eventually for Zaragoza are going to change the complexion of this game. When you consider the likes of Benzing, Elias Harris, and Jacob Wiley entering the game. Good drive, good rebound, however, Ogbe. Chase Feeler is also checked into the game. And Bracino, Hernandez wants to go as long as he can with these guys. I think he knows he needs to get these guys up to speed. He wants to see some chemistry and some execution. Here's Bennett Hunt. And now Bamberg have taken the lead, 9-7, 9 unanswered points. Bracino will turn around, banks it in. Wasn't the easiest shot, but he got it to go. It's his first 2 points of the playoffs. Got shut out last week. Oh, that's going to be a turnover on Ogbe. Just kind of lost control of it. Thought he played pretty well in the last window for Germany. Certainly against Great Britain, Ogbe did well. Germany lost that game. And Ennis again driving in, and he is fouled. He will go to the line for a three-point play. And well, Ogbe called for the foul. So after scoring 9 straight points, Bamberg have given up 4. Make it 5 in a row to Zaragoza. It is a game of runs so far. 8 points for Ennis. Hunt lays, puts the bounce pass beautifully there, and Kravish missed an easy one. Oh, what a bounce pass that was. Finished by Barreto. Boy, that is called putting it on a platter by Dylan Ennis. Groff looks for a little bit of space. And that's much better for David Kravish. Turns and scores. Well, the attack was there. Suleiman not able to finish. Ogbe can tie it with a 3 or get it to within 1. Ends up putting up a very difficult shot. Oh, look at the shaking and baking from Zaragoza. Nice passing. And Helenissen gets a little bit of his own medicine, gets blocked going up. In fact, wasn't able to get the ball up. Look at this. He catches it. He's got it down low. And Kravish, all he had to do is reach in. If he catches it and then goes up with it high immediately, nobody's going to get it. But nevertheless, Bamberg now again with another chance to tie it with a 3-pointer. They've only hit 1 3-pointer so far. And that was... Oh, but they get the dunk from Kravish. And now it's a 1-point game. So 6 points for the former Basket Manresa star. Barreto from a long way out. Hernandez has yet to make a substitution in this first half. Interesting. And Lennison picks up his foul. Long way from the basket there, fouling Bennett Hunt. And Hernandez not looking overly concerned at this stage. Obviously his team leading by 1. Now a 3-point shot, and that is off. So Zaragoza leading it 14-13 over Brose Bamberg here on game day 2 in the Basketball Champions League playoffs at the end of 1 quarter. So the shooting so far tonight for both teams, nothing to write home about. Well, looking back at this first quarter, and very slow start for Bamberg. Lennison getting a few blocks. Dylan Ennis carrying the team from a scoring standpoint. Finally, you see Ennis hitting this 3-pointer. That's their only 3-pointer of the night. But then Lennison called for the goaltending, and all of a sudden that kind of sparked Bamberg into life a little bit. They reeled off 7 points in a row to take a 7-6 lead, or 8-7 lead. Excuse me, 9-7 lead. They scored 9 in a row. And Zaragoza ended up coming back and taking the lead by the end of the first quarter. So we got some new faces on the court. Lots of changes coming in for Zaragoza. Rodrigo San Miguel, Robin Benzing, Javier Garcia, Elias Harris, and Jacob Wiley. So a whole new 5 for Zaragoza. Roth whistled for the foul, former West Virginia star. San Miguel gets in the paint, back to Wiley, and Wiley banks it in. Tell you what a difference he's made since joining this team. He has really raised the level of play for Zaragoza, joining recently. And Bennett Hunt strokes it from 3-point range, ties it. San Miguel over to Garcia from behind the arc, and it rattles out. Looked like it was going down. So Garcia picks up his first foul. You know, you talk about Wiley. He joined the Zaragoza team only on February 26th. Roth into the corner. Wiley rebounds and hands it off to San Miguel, the former Tenerife player. And Harris has it taken away by Bennett Hunt. Vitali, bounce pass, Kravish. There you go, Bamberg have taken the lead. Good passing by the German club. And Kravish with 8 points. Garcia hands it off. Rodriguez San Miguel back to Harris. Garcia and drills it. So first 2 points. And now the turnover, and here's flying in and dunking it was the former Gonzaga star, Elias Harris. Hard to believe. Last play for them back in 2013, the Zags. But here's Harris, and he goes up and he dunks it in.
I got it. Hey, our D looks really good out there. Hey, now when Harris is in there, we need a little bit more posting, yeah, because they're gonna look to go inside a lot more. Just make sure our track points are straight. Got it? Yeah. He's gonna attack us at the left. That shot from Garcia, that's all we want. That was really good deep. Dave, make sure that you're really in the position always to black heart. Yeah. I got it? What's the zone press call me? Press breaker. Hey, that offense there was really good where we pushed the ball, we moved the ball early, quick ball screen, we're going to get something. If we do everything on the move, they're in trouble. Here we go. What's on 3, 1, 2, 3? Come on, Curry.
Well, the positive approach from Johan there, coach of Bamberg. Vitali down to Hunt, and he gets it up high off before the shot block attempt. And Senkfelter rebounds and takes it out. Then his pass intercepted, but Vitali gets it back. Benzing had it going the other way, and here's Bennett Hunt again, another long one, another offensive rebound. Boy, they're getting a bunch of them. Ogby. Senkfelter, and Wiley rebounds the miss. Harris goes up against his former team and is denied. Ogby. Kravish goes to work on Wiley and does a great job. Boy, Kravish has been unbelievable. His confidence is going through the roof. Looks like he's going to score every time he gets a touch. 10 points coming off the bench. Benzing, and the Germany national team captain banks it in and goes to the line for a potential three-point play. That's where Benzing is really good, getting a defender on his body, absorbing the contact, and getting to the line. So Ogby picks up the foul. It's 2 on him. Benzing takes advantage and takes it up to a 23-20 lead. Talley puts it up, left open, and this Bamberg team really not putting the ball in the basket tonight. Just 33.33%, 9 of 27 overall. but trailing by just 3 points. Zaragoza shooting 45.45%. And foul called. So a foul called on San Miguel. Pretty scrappy. Of course, he won the title in year one with the Tenerife. Hunt again, goes in and out. Wiley and Kravish hauls down the rebound. His numbers are going to be terrific at halftime. Singfelter from behind the arc. And the pressure by Ogby leads to the ball going off of San Miguel. Watch this again. Rolf is going to inbound the basketball. Singfelter, and just having a nightmare shooting the basketball tonight. Bamberg, I've never seen him have such a cold start from three-point range. They're 2 of 14 from behind the arc. And Singfelter, who they really need to get going, is 0 for 4 from behind the arc. Rolf. Ogby goes baseline, spins, turns, and gets it to go. Probably one of the more unheralded players that just keep an eye on him. He looks like somebody's going to really take off here. Harris this time fouled by Singfelter. Well, Kravish could not have done any more. He goes out of the game now. 10 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, plus 17 efficiency. By far the most impactful player of the game. And Rolf called for a reach and a foul. And that's a cheap foul to give away. Benzing, good. So Benzing with 5 points. Hunt. He got into position, didn't score. Thompson with the rebound. Now Ogby, and those offensive rebounds will eventually start coming home to roost, and they do there. Three of 15 and from three-point range. San Miguel, and he gets it to drop. Rodrigo San Miguel. Three of 16 from three-point range. Now Bamberg. Harris goes up against Singfelter. Turns, waits, and earns a trip to the line. Great pump fake. I tell you what, that has got to be in the blood, or certainly trained for every basketball player, the pump fake. It's incredible how players get opponents off their feet with one pump fake. You got to know that it's coming. 29-25. Harris going up against a team that used to pay him. And gets them both to go. So Elias Harris, he goes to 4 points. Oh, nice turn. That's what Singfelder has to do. If it's not working outside, go down low. Bamberg hanging around. It's been a very difficult first half for them. Alley-oop. And Wiley couldn't finish. Ball goes out of bounds, I believe, off San Miguel. Suleiman comes back into the game. San Miguel goes out. So we got a timeout on the court, and it's a close one. Casademont Zaragoza leading at 30-27 over Brose Bamberg. Let's go down to the bench and try to listen in.
Basketball out there, yeah. Very smart there on the switches, go low, look for people, yeah. That guard-to-guard action, we slip, keep slipping screens if they start switching on that, yeah. Got it? And we have to know also they go a lot under, we re-screen right away. I got it? And on offense, just keep crashing like that. We're just throwing them on the boards. Defense, get the fuck back. You saw Miguel, he's looking to pass. Looking to pass all the time, and watch out for his shot fake at the end of his move. We're staying home on him. We don't need to overhelp him this summer. Here we go. Hey, I want to...
Well, you heard Roy Hickers talking during the timeout, trying to keep his team, get him in front here. Pull level, take the lead at halftime, take a psychological boost. Ogby gets to the baseline, but his pass intercepted, and that is coming out of a timeout. That will be frustrating. And then quickly to the other end, Harris is blocked by Thompson. But the foul was called, so Harris goes back to the line. Harris may be a tad fortunate to get that call going his way. But he will not make an apology for getting anything. He goes to the line, makes the first. Boyker's looking on from the bench. I think he knows that his team can play better, but he also knows Zaragoza can. Thompson rebounds it. Over to Ruff. Oh, what a pass. And Singfelder just not on his game tonight, missing the layup. Look at this. Of course, it was under a little bit of pressure. But the possession arrow goes over to Bamberg. And now they make the pass to Singfelder. See if he can get it to go this time. And yes, he does. He stuck with it, and he went right up against Elias Harris. So back to a two-point game. Wiley, or Harris, gets in. Ball goes out of bounds. Wiley came in trying to keep it alive. So Bamberg can pull even or take the lead with a 3. Rolf inbounds it to Singfelter. Vitali. And the ball possession goes back over with I believe an offensive foul called on Vitali. Leading with his left elbow here. No, his right elbow. Just a little bit. Suleiman from deep. Good box out by Brusino. Ennis goes baseline. Wiley fumbled the ball, but was able to get to Suleiman, who in the end goes in for a little teardrop. Gets it to drop. First 2 for him, incredibly. Low scoring affair here in Zaragoza. Bennett Hunt. Oh boy, that was beautiful. Quick little burst. And he jogs over to the bench as Hernandez calls timeout.
Down. Pongo un equipo más pequeño todavía para evitar estas situaciones. Viene un jugador 1,60 m, nos mete una bandeja. Straight down. Sí. Primero Brusino, sale Dylan, sale Brusino, sale Robin. O Brusino vuelve, bloquea, eso lo define él.
So, final minute here, and Zaragoza trying to extend their lead. Benzing puts it up from deep, and Rolf flies in for the rebound. Over to Bamberg, to Vitali, excuse me. Oh, nice little give and go. Rolf looked like he had a layup, but he handed it off to Singfelter. And now Suleiman, Singfelter again with the rebound, and they can probably take it down for that final shot. I don't know why Rolf didn't shoot that last one, and it could be his coach is asking the same question. I mean, he did get it to Singfelter for a short jumper. Vitali from behind the arc, and it's been that kind of half. And now just with enough time, oh boy, Brusino, the man you want in that situation, and then he missed the 3. So certainly not a thing of beauty from a shooting standpoint for either team. Vitali thinking he was fouled at the end of the half, but nevertheless, Roykers, you have to think, has to be pleased with where his team is. They haven't played well, but they only trailed 33-31. Well, they haven't shot it well. They trailed 33-31 at halftime. So Zaragoza themselves just 2 of 10 from deep, 11 of 22 inside the arc, and also much better for Bamberg inside the arc, but you can see from outside. But look at the rebounding. I mean, that is incredible. 29-15. And and including 13 offensive rebounds for Bamberg. They have absolutely killed it in that department. Hard to believe they're losing. Kravish with 10 points, by far the best player on the court in his minutes for Bamberg. So here's a look back at the highlights from the first half. Hernandez went with the same starting five for the entire quarter and got out to an early lead. Then they were trailing. And then they moved back in front, but they haven't been able to put any distance between themselves and Bamberg. And from that standpoint, probably Zaragoza have to consider themselves lucky, because Bamberg have not just been hanging around, but I mean they've also missed some opportunities. The only guy who hasn't really missed is Kravish. See Bennett Hunt hitting that three-pointer. He's got 8 points. Harris has been lively going up against his former team. He's got 5 points. Barreto had the 26 last week against Dinamo Sassari. He's only got 2 points tonight. So basketball is kind of like that. You know, from one week to the next, you just don't know what you're going to get. So Kravish, we talked about it. Pretty much everything he's done tonight has been right on the money for Brose Bamberg. He's at halftime their leading scorer with 10 points, 5 of 6 from the floor. He's got 5 rebounds, a couple of assists. You know, the player that has to get going, really, you would think would be Singfelder from three-point range, 0 for 4. He does have 6 points, but he's just 3 of 9. But Kravish is just getting better and better while he was in the game. Look for him to perhaps start the second half. Dylan Ennis in the customary role, leading his team in scoring. He's got 8 points. For Zaragoza, Dylan Ennis, 3 of 4 from the floor. He's hit his only attempt from three-point range. He also has 3 rebounds. Here he is with the penetration. So at halftime, it's 33-31 here at Zaragoza in favor of Casademont Zaragoza over Brose Bamberg. Enjoy these plays from the Basketball Champions League playoffs. That'll be coming your way shortly. We'll be right back.
side, and the throwdown by Kravic. Dejan Kravic soaring through the air. Zoric's in motion. Allman, don't force it. Carl into, that is nice. And another throwdown, this time Madsen. You could see that develop. Kaiser kept the ball up beautifully above his head and just dropped the pass off to his teammate.
Nice pass to the inside. That goes to Manufacture and does. Gets the two. To Manufacture the little left-hand finger roll.
Jefferson. Oh, wonderful handoff by Jefferson to Giannis Moran. Again, cuts the deficit back to 2 points.
He turns it over, and now try and finish this one. Gets rejected. Well, what a block. Well, he said no in the Casa.
Blows the layup, chance to run for Brindisi. They have numbers down the floor. Poor pass, but nice finish.
Looking for the screen, looking for the options. Throws it up! There's a good option. Mikhail Kaiser again. One of many spectacular dunks for Kaiser. Allman with the assist.
Finally, Harris finds that mojo. Oh! Espada on the break, gets out. They throw it up there. He goes after it and hammers it home.
Skeller gets the ball. He's going to attack. He passes. Madsen has to go up. Blocked by Horton. Big time block. And Hereda San Pablo Burgos come up with a huge defensive play from Kenneth Horton, and they win the game.
To the paint. Push shot doesn't go. Bassahan picks it up. This is Nimberg. Basketball as a Bassahan down the middle. Slams it home. 7 in a row for a Bassahan. That's going to be a timeout by Bamberg. Look at this.
Casademont Zaragoza on top of Brose Bamberg here at halftime in the Basketball Champions League, 33-31. This is a Group L game. Casademont Zaragoza coming into this game after winning last week, whereas Brose Bamberg lost a close one to Nymburk. And Dylan Ennis has 8 points to pace Zaragoza. Already in this group last night, Nymburk won a thriller over Dinamo Sassari right at the end with a Hayden Dalton jump shot from the baseline. Gianmarco Pizzeco with some colorful remarks in the post-game press conference for Dinamo Sassari. Coach was a little frustrated. That was a nice exchange with Dylan Ennis and Roykers right before the start of the half. So we're underway. 33-31. Zaragoza here hosting Bamberg on game day 2 in the playoffs. Dylan Ennis comes right out and strokes the three-point shot. There's Rolf driving in and putting up the shot unsuccessfully. Thompson chases down the rebound but steps out of bounds. So a good D there from Zaragoza to deny Rolf. Watch this. And once again, it was Helenissen with another block, it appeared. He's credited with 3 blocks on the night, so I guess that was not ruled a block in his favor, just a missed shot. And Brusino drove in, tried to make the quick pass to Helenissen. 1.4 seconds remains on the shot clock. Watch this. Ennis lets it fly. Rolf with the rebound, and again hands it off to Bennett Hunt. And the question is this Bamberg team in the hunt for a spot? And the answer is yes, they are, but they've got to start making a few more plays, and Singfilter is just really having a tough night tonight. He does have 6 points, but he hasn't really played at the level that we're accustomed to seeing for him. Well, that said, he also does have 8 rebounds. Maybe I'm being a bit harsh, but everything looks like it's a struggle for him tonight. Brusino fouled by Rolf. That's number 3. Oh, really a touch foul, just kind of reached in. And now the turnover into the hands of Rolf, and he is fouled. Or no, they're saying that Brusino was able to knock the ball away, but it went out of bounds. Or rather, he kicked it. Vitale drifts in. Back to Bennett Hunt. Shot clock winding down. Oh, nice pass, Bennett Hunt to Thompson. And Helenissen says, "Why are you calling the foul on me? I was here with my hands up." But he must have gotten him with the body. Watch this. Yeah, got him with the body. That's what it was. Thompson gets the first one to drop. Boyker's 40 years of age. Could be a real star on the rise in European coaching. Big opportunity for him, having done a good job at Göttingen. And look at that, the handoff. And that was the first dunk of the night, I believe, from Helenissen. He missed one earlier, so he gets that one to go. Hunt to Singfelter, blocked from behind by Brasino. Now Brasino in the open floor. And Ennis lets it fly from a long way out. Bounce pass to Thompson. Oh boy, Thompson. You might want to dunk that one. Good hustle back on D there from Singfelter. And really that's a sign of a good player. You know, maybe not his best, but he's out there hustling, making plays. Thompson catches, puts it down. Harris reaches in, and now they're going to help each other up. (27 years of age, Thompson. Measures 2.13 meters in height. Four on the shot clock. Three. Ugby back in. They got to put it up. They're not going to get it off in time. Well, they ruled that Zaragoza had already taken the basketball away. Ennis to Helenissen. And Vitali called for a reach. No, just holding up as he's trying to get past Helenissen, who is setting the pick. Harris passes up the three, drives in, lays it up and in. Decide to make the easy play. Good ball handling for a player his size. And now we have a reach and a foul called on Ennis. Well, the interesting thing with Hernandez since he took over, you know, the team has been winning. But if you look at, you know, you read what he says and you look at his body language, he's not nearly satisfied. And Kravish goes in and dunks it, so he picks right up where he left off in the first half. I think Hernandez hoping this team can make a lot of improvements. Thinks that they haven't really, they're just skimming the surface of their potential, but there's the drive, and another foul puts Harris on the line. And again, Singfelter called for the foul. That was Kravish with his dunk. Harris gets the second to go. And now it's a 6-point lead. I believe that is the biggest lead of the game. No, excuse me, they've led by 7. So right now it's 6. And Bennett Hunt, not for the first time tonight, driving in and scoring with a left-handed layup. Ennis steps back. Lenison able to knock it over to Suleiman. Brasino again to Lenison. Well, kind of forced that one up. And now the drive. Brasino crosses midcourt. Oh, beautiful bounce pass to Harris. And Harris, or excuse me, Wiley. Now Harris, again, will go to the line for a three-point play. He's been earning a living there tonight. So the lead's gone back to 6. That was beautiful basketball. Beautiful basketball from Brasino. He's such a good shooter. That's kind of what you focus on with him, but he's actually does a lot of different things. From his defending, his rebounding, his shot blocking, his playmaking, and his ability to get out on the break. Let's listen down on the Bamberg bench.
On offense, we don't go well. Hey, listen, if you're here, remember, we can keep coming, and this we're going to have a cutter there. Got it? We don't have to throw up that circus shot over there. Yeah? Because we're finding guys on bigger roles before, too. Yeah, with Mickey and David. We'll get something. Huh? Got it? Hey, if it's late in the clock on the sideline, I remember that we can call this, huh? Got it? Yeah, that will work. Yeah? Hey, the other thing, we have not run this, maybe, instead of like an early at times, got it? We don't have to shoot it, but we can get some. Huh? All right, here we go. You got it. You got it. Press. One day. Let's go. You could have pressed when you pitched it. You could have passed the ball to Canada.
So Elias Harris goes back to the line and starting to have a Elias Harris type of night scoring wise. How many times you look in the box score and he's averaging, or he's scoring about 14 points, grabbing 5 rebounds right now. Harris has 11 points and, well, just 1 rebound. So he's got some work to do in the rebounding. But they've equaled their biggest lead of the game with that 3-point play. Bennett Hunt. Vitale from behind the arc. And Bamberg just, maybe they're saving it all for the fourth quarter from 3-point range, because it has been very tough work for them so far in this game. 3 of 18 from behind the arc. And in fairness to Zaragoza, they're just 3 of 14. For whatever reason, the ball is not dropping. Maybe it has something to do with the defense. Oh, well, that was a great drive by Brasino, but he didn't get to drop. Now Hunt over to Ogby, gets it back. Wide open 3-point shot is good. And talking about it is Chase Feeler, and we know that he can drill it. Hasn't gotten many minutes tonight. But he's a player that could put 20 points on the board in a hurry. And Harris, though, is not going to be denied, is he? He goes to 13 points. You know, Bamberg fans don't want him to be the leading scorer tonight. Unless he still has some fans back there. Oh, nice bounce pass. And putting it up and in again with Feeler. But then quickly to the other end, suddenly the game starts to open up a little bit, and that's Dylan Ennis's type of game. 48-42. Robin Benzing back in the game, comes in for Brasino. Also Rodrigo San Miguel comes back in. Vitale takes a seat over there for Bamberg. And keep an eye on number 20, Feeler. Kravish back to Feeler. Well, he didn't have the feel for it that time. Wiley. Tough move. Finish wasn't there, but then Harris comes up with a steal. Ennis again. Pulls up. And Wiley this time gets the offensive rebound. Benzing pulls up at the stripe and gets it to go. Well, you give a team 3 chances, eventually they're going to knock it in. They've got enough offense in this team to do that. 7 points for Robin Benzing. And Bennett Hunt lost his footing. His teammate trying to make the backdoor pass. So 8 points, the biggest lead of the game for Zaragoza. Can they start to turn it on here at the end of the third? You know, these players have had a long season. We're in March, a lot of traveling, a lot of COVID protocols to deal with. Don't have the support in the arenas of the fans. You know, it's been an unusual year. And now Dylan Ennis has been called for a technical foul. Have to see it again. He tried to flop. I don't know, must have said something. Well, heat of the moment. Kravish takes his time. And the former California Golden Bear knocks it in.
Seguimos en defensa, Zaragoza.
It's going to be so nice to have fans back in the arena, certainly for next season. And San Miguel, I think, is going to be called for the foul, trying to stick like glue to his man. I'll tell you, one of the all-time great defenders in the Basketball Champions League, his tenacity. It's not always pretty, but you know that when you've been guarded by Rodrigo San Miguel, he lays it all on the line. Ball goes out of bounds. And they help Ogby up. Looks like he's injured there. Sergio Hernandez making sure he's all right. Watch this. Ooh. Well, they want to take their time. It's the last thing they want is for Ogby to have any type of injury. Far too important for this team. He's going to take a seat, and they're going to check him out. Played at Utah Valley University. Played at Utah for 3 years, and then transferred to Utah Valley. Wiley passes it out. Now the three-point shot from Harris. That might be a 2. Let's have a look. Yeah, it was a 2. It was a long 2 for Elias Harris. 15 points. Now Bennett Hunt tries to get the 3 to drop, and he doesn't. And Wiley rebounds it, hands it off to Ennis. Zaragoza trying to take control here at the end of the third quarter. So Harris goes out of the game. Benzing makes the first free throw. So Harris has 15 points, 1 rebound, and a couple of steals. Benzing, meanwhile, stretches the biggest lead of the game up to 11 points. So Harris came into this averaging 11 points and 5.5 rebounds, as well as a couple of assists. Hunt over to Ogby, and Ogby looks okay with that jump shot. Dennis just trying to make something happen there, but it wasn't going to happen. Nobody was there for the follow, and Ogby. And another foul called on San Miguel, and I think this is going to put Ogby on the line. Yeah, a little bit of a hand check. One thing you know about Dylan Ennis, he is going to be tired by the end of the game because he runs for 40 minutes. Oh boy, that's a tough one. When you're trailing, you get a good shooter at the line. Ogby misses the first. Second one does drop. Go back to a 7-point game. Boyker's really eternally optimistic over there on the sidelines. San Miguel back to Benzing. And Rolfe picks up foul number 4. Ike won tonight in Group K, 74-68 over Turk Telekom. It's going to be an interesting group. Strasbourg also winning tonight, 36-29 over Nizhny Novgorod. That's at halftime in France. It's also a Group K game. Benzing gets the first and second to drop. Now it's a 9-point lead. Hernandez, soothing words to Dylan Ennis. Don't worry about the technical. It's okay. It happens. Bennett Hunt from behind the arc. And that is that at the end of the third quarter. Well, so far so good for Casademont Zaragoza. They lead it here at home in the Basketball Champions League at the end of 3 quarters, 56-47 over Brose Bamberg. Bamberg with a couple more threes now. But Zaragoza enjoying the better of the third quarters. Here's a look back at some of the third quarter action. Dylan Ennis coming out, starting things off there with that 3-pointer. Then the drive, and he hands it off to Helenissen, who gets it into a dunking position and throws it down. Ennis has 13 points. Elias Harris has 15 points to lead the way. And Robin Benzing has 11 points. And they are doing the bulk of the scoring tonight. Remember Jonathan Barrero, well, he was 6 of 6 from 3-point range last week. He hasn't even, he's only scored 2 points. He hasn't even made a 3 tonight. He's 0 for 1. Bamberg lost last week. They don't want to fall into an 0-2 hole with another loss tonight. But that's it's going to happen unless they turn things around here. Zaragoza seemingly comfortable right now with this 9-point lead. And what's interesting about Bamberg having these struggles in the postseason, they were so good during the regular season, they didn't lose a game. They were 6-0. Garcia drives in, and Wiley not able to rebound the miss and put it back up and in. Oh boy, Bennett Hunt missed the layup. And really that, missing the layup like that is, you could blame a little bit on tiredness perhaps in the fourth quarter, but you've got to make that shot. And he knows it. Just maybe lost his concentration right at the end. Wiley at the stripe. Ogby. Well, really expected them to play better in the second half, Bamberg, but it just has not happened. And Zaragoza with Wiley bringing the ball up the floor and tries to pass it to Barrero. So I think Hernandez wanting to see a little bit of full court pressure here. Singfelter misses. Wiley rebounds it. Suleiman. Okay, is this going to be Barrero's first? No, it's not. Benzing hands it off to Wiley. He was blocked by Kravish. Just a frustrating night for Bamberg. Because I think they know that Zaragoza haven't played that well tonight, and Bamberg have actually had some opportunities. They just haven't taken advantage. This man played for Spain in the last international window of the European qualifiers, or the qualifiers for the Eurobasket. Where would Hernandez's stature be, if you think about it, back in 2006 when he coached Argentina at the World Cup in Japan? And had they beaten Spain, how might that have changed the complexion of international basketball? Remember that? Spain went unbeaten, but they only beat Argentina by a single point. Andres Nocioni missing a shot right at the end of the game that would have won it for Argentina and prevented Spain from winning the world title. Of course, Spain then beat Greece in the final. And good hustle there from Singfelter, but a foul called. Foul called on Barrero. So yeah, that was 15 years ago now. It's hard to believe how much time has gone by, but Hernandez coaching that team. Greece upset the USA, probably the game that more people remember, but Argentina's almost a victory. Their narrow defeat to Spain was just as good a game. In fact, it was probably a better game. Barrero backs up Ogby, takes advantage of the size perhaps, and then misses the layup. Ogby fouls. Benzing.
Es la primera falta personal del número 12, Messi.
Rolfe back in the game, inbounds the ball to Hunt. Ogby out of the game. Vitale. Thompson with the rebound and puts it up and in. Garcia over to Suleiman. Again, steps back, can't get the drop.
Segunda falta personal del número 27, Thompson.
So we're going to stay at this end. These are desperate times for Bamberg. They do not want to fall into an 0-2 hole, and they're starting to run out of time. 6.5 minutes remaining. Thompson rebounds the miss. The German club needs something good to happen. It's just been a real struggle on this end of the floor all night long for Bamberg. And double dribble. Or traveling.
Vamos, 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 equipo. Tenemos tiempo muerto en pista.
Well, maybe it looked a little bit awkward. I'd have to see it again. I didn't see the travel there. But anyway, timeout on the floor. Let's go down to the bench.
Javi? No. Yeah. Javi. You pass the ball to Javi. Wiley. You see like cat here. See? Throwing Johnny. Hey. Spanish. Pin down. You by him. Okay? Hey, let's go. Let's do this again. 3, 2, 1.
Thompson was able to get that one, but you saw the miss from Vitale, and he's just, again, another player where they need something from him. And he's just 1 of 6 from the floor. He hasn't made any of his 4 threes. Both he and Sinkfelder combined 0 for 8 from three-point range. Shaking and baking, Rashid Suleiman. So the foul called on Bennett Hunt. Foul number 2. Here's Wiley. And he loses control of it. Maybe trying to do a little too much there. Got to pass it back out. Still time for Bamberg, but they've got to start putting the ball in the basket. And they have scored just 2 points in 4 minutes of this quarter. Remember, they had that really slow start. They went more than 5 minutes without scoring to open their count in the game. They're also in a little bit of a funk now. Need somebody to see the ball go through the basket. Vitale gets it to Hunt, puts it up, another miss. Suleiman on the break. Oh, no look pass. How about that? And that'll be a 3-point play. Chance for Garcia. Put that on the Showtime reel. Suleiman, silky smooth, no look. Watch this. Ted Garcia has gotten some minutes, and Rolfe has fouled out with that, by the way. Garcia looks pretty confident player. Looks like he's really growing under Hernandez. Have they not called that? Oh, no, they didn't call it on Roth, apparently. They called it on Thompson. So 12 points, the lead for Zaragoza with 5.5 minutes remaining. Oh, beautiful bounce pass, Hunt to Sengfelter. Well, Hunt's made some nice passes tonight. Three-point shot. Garcia with the rebound. That's a killer. Barreto doesn't mess around, and that's what we saw last week. He says last week was not a fluke. I can drill that three-pointer. He wasn't messing around. Look at this. He saw it. He was open. He practices that shot every single day. And he says, of course I can make that three. So Barreto, 7 points now. 1 of 3 from the arc. Timeout.
You have to shoot it. Got it? Even if you're not making a shot, I don't care. This is going to give us an opportunity for an offensive ball. Got it? That's really important. And then you have to get back there. We made our 2 mistakes in a row. We can't be standing there. We have to get back, please, everybody. I got it. Remember, that's what we're good in the beginning of the game. We got good shots up. It gave us offensive boards, and we're getting the fuck back. There we go. Let's go. Let's go.
Well, Royker's not happy that his team passed up a shot. Anyway, Barreto wasn't passing that shot up. So a little bit of pressure in the back for Bennett Hunt. He's able to get it across midcourt. But facing their biggest deficit of the night, let's see, is it 13 points? Yes, it is their biggest of the night. Kravish blocked as he gets it down low. Now Garcia. And Barreto gets it to Harris. Goes to work on Kravish. Gonzaga on California. California won that one. Now West Virginia. Roth brings it up, and he's fouled. So Roth with a chance to open his account tonight. And Roth does indeed open his account, his first point of the game. And the deficit back to 12 points. And now it's back to 11 with 4:22 remaining. Still time for Bamberg. And good defense by Kravish, knocking it away. Vitali, and just out of control, Vitali turns it over, and it leads to a dunk from Elias Harris. Boy, talk about a 4-point swing. That's like a dagger. Vitali from long way out, misses. Now Benzing spins, turns, Kravish rebounds and miss. Less than 3.5 to go, though. Bamberg now starting to face the enemies, the clock, and Bennett Hunt drives in. He'll get to the line. They'll take that because it stops the clock. Suleman. Had a great year last year with Dijon. Now with Zaragoza. Got beat that time. This young man has played a lot of minutes tonight, and no matter what happens, Vitaly's had a tough night. Leaves with I think 0 efficiency. He's got 2 points, 4 assists, but 3 turnovers. 1 of 7 from the floor. Bennett Hunt makes the second. He's played 37 minutes. Bennett Hunt. He's played the entire game. No matter what happens after this season, Bennett Hunt's going to be a better player because of the experience and the responsibility. He has to be able to consistently hit that 3-point shot to really be a factor. And I suppose opponents are going to try to post him up eventually if they get into a man-to-man. But anyway, Benzing, case in point, Benzing goes to the line. So Rolf is fouled out. I think Coach Roykers does some good stuff over there. I mean, I like his approach. I like his mentality. I think he's really providing a game plan that allows a style that allows Bamberg to do well. They just got to make their shots. They got to convert their opportunities. You know, they've held Zaragoza to 68 points right now. Bennett Hunt passes it back to Vitaly and finally gets one to drop, the Italian stallion. So with 2:20 remaining, Bamberg get it back. And remember, Nymburk came back last night against Dinamo Sassari. Foul called on Harris. So it's never over until it's over. Zaragoza came into this game averaging 88.9 points per game. So they're 20 points below their average right now. So defensively, Bamberg have probably done what they've needed to do. Here's another sweet pass. And Vitaly scores. And, well, don't look now, but Bamberg showing signs of life. But have they left it too late? That's the question. Hernandez wants to nip it in the bud. He calls timeout. Let's listen.
We don't call the offense. See? Harris pick and roll. Robin backdoor. Johnny, corner. Robin, see? When Robin receives the ball, Harris, Hammer. The paint is only for you. Hammer and catch back.
Well, it's been a struggle all night offensively for Bamberg, but they do have some players. I mean, Vitaly certainly is much better offensively than what he has shown tonight. Now, he has just hit a 3. He's just scored down low. I mean, who knows? You know, it ain't over until it's over. Where there's hope, there's life. And there is hope for Bamberg, but they've got to get stops, and then they've got to go down and score. A basket here would certainly calm the nerves for this Bamberg team. A little bit surprised Feeler doesn't seem to, he doesn't get more minutes. Oh boy, that's a tough shot there for Ennis, and takes it back up to an 11-point lead. Bennett Hunt. They got to work fast. Vitale for three. Short. Benzing rebounds it. And now Zaragoza will not be in any rush. Take a little bit of time off the clock, perhaps. They're going to run an offensive set. Ennis so often has the ball in his hands when he goes to work. Suleiman back to Harris for three. Well, that's almost as good of a basket because they took all 24 seconds.
Seguimos defendiendo Zaragoza. Defensa.
Alley-oop and the dunk from Kravish. Back to 9 points, but only 58.7 seconds remaining. And Bennett Hunt trying to gamble to knock the ball away. His coach claiming Suleiman hooked him. Watch this. No. Can't blame the coach for trying. This was Bennett Hunt's pass to Kravish. How far can this Zaragoza team go? Well, I don't think we've seen the best of them tonight. But the fact remains that in the Basketball Champions League, they've been pretty good this season. You look at their overall numbers, really, they've been as good as anybody. They won 5 of their 6 regular season games, the top group D. Okay, it wasn't the strongest group over Nizhny Novgorod, Falco Sambate, and Lublin. But now they're 2-0 in the playoffs.
Throw that pass. Jason, you said like you first just look here, and then you boom. Got it? Make it come off, knock down that three. Got it? Keep on playing for me. And let's make sure we're crashing.
Hey, only 43 seconds. Let's go.
Hey, if we miss, we're just gonna go play good deep. Got it? We don't have to rebound. I got it? All right, here we go. Goes on 3, 1, 2, 3.
And Bamberg need to remember, no matter what happens, they've still got a chance, if they lose this game tonight, to move forward. They know that they'll get to play each of these teams twice. Get to play Nymburk again. They'll play Sassari next, Dinamo Sassari. So the pass down low and knocked away with 40.9 seconds remaining. So Harris, as it's turned out, looks like he's going to end up being the leading scorer tonight. Wait, let me double check. He's got 17. Yeah, Ennis has 15, so that could still change. And Vitale has it knocked off his legs and out of bounds. I think he's looking for some contact for a foul to be called. No. I think that's a little wishful. Good defense by Suleiman. So putting the finishing touches on maybe not an impressive win, but a comfortable win for Zaragoza tonight. Suleiman hits the three-pointer. So the lead goes to 74-61. And the follow for Kravic, another 2 for him. Suleiman. Barreto, will it be his second 3? Yes, it will. Well, he had to have multiple three-pointers for the second game in a row. He wasn't going to leave tonight without that being the case. So that foul called on Benzing. And puts Vitali on the line. Benzing's played for TV Langen, Ulm, Bayern Munich, and Wolfsburg before in Germany. 31 years of age, still plenty of gas in the tank for him. So another timeout. .12-point lead for Zaragoza.
Robin, Rashid. You hear? Robin, shot this left screen. Car, we can pass the ball to you. Robin, back screen to Harris. And back screen to Jordan.
So you know the biggest, here's Kravic with the dunk. The biggest difference with these teams, it wasn't reflected in the shooting stats, the free throw line. Bamberg have made 9 of their 11 free throws. And Casademont Zaragoza have made double the number of free throws, 18 of 20. Great free throw shooting, really, for both teams. So Zaragoza want to practice an end-of-game play here. This might come in handy down the road. San Miguel, Barreto, will it be number 3? No, it will not. But he certainly had a good look at it. I think he thought he didn't have as much time as he did, 1.7 seconds. But in the end, all that matters is the win, and Casademont Zaragoza have gotten it. 77-65 over Brose Bamberg, who drop into an 0-2 hole. Zaragoza improved to 2-0. Lakers has to go back to the drawing board in the playoffs. Their chances now looking grim of progressing to the final 8. There's Singfelder and Benzing, German national team teammates. Ogby and Benzing as well. Game played in a good spirit tonight. Respectful. And now it's on to the next one. These two teams will be focusing on domestic matters. But they'll be back in action in the Basketball Champions League next week. So Zaragoza will be at home against Air Basketball Nymburk in a battle of unbeatens here in Zaragoza. And that'll be on Tuesday. And Brose Bamberg will be in action at home on Wednesday against Dinamo Sassari. 77-65, Casademont Zaragoza win it over Brose Bamberg. And again, look at the free throws. That was the big difference tonight between these two teams. Zaragoza with 9 more free throws made. Bamberg ended up out-rebounding Zaragoza. They were far superior in the first half. Harris had 17, Kravic 17 for Bamberg. So all the Bamberg fans will know Elias Harris poured in the points against his old team tonight. Here's a look back at some of the second half highlights. And again, Ennis came right out and hit a three-pointer. His team's getting after it, but really it was a case of Zaragoza just being much better in that third quarter, outscoring their opponents from Germany 23-16. So they trailed 30. They led 33-31 at halftime, and they extended that to 56-47 by the end of the third quarter. And then in the fourth quarter, Zaragoza ended up outscoring Brose Bamberg 21-18 for the 12-point win. And we just never really, other than Kravish tonight, never really felt like we got the best out of Bamberg, who went 6-0 during the regular season, but they've now lost 2 consecutive games in the playoffs. They fell to Nymburk last week, and tonight they have fallen at Zaragoza. So Casademont Zaragoza, who went 5-1 in the regular season, have improved to 2-0 in the playoffs, and they will battle it out next week with Hayden Dalton, Retten Obasohan, and Era Nymburk in a battle for first place in Group L. The top 2 teams from Group L will advance to the Final 8. Remember, again, we're having the Final 8 format because of this coronavirus year that's kept the fans out of the arenas. But again, great job by all these players and clubs, Basketball Champions League, for keeping the competition going and bringing us some good hoops, because the fans want it. If they can't be in the gyms to watch it, they're certainly at home watching it. So mission accomplished tonight for Casademont Zaragoza. 77-65 winners. Those are now the standings. Zaragoza will meet Nymburk next week in a battle for first place. That game will be on Tuesday, and then Brose Bamberg will be at home against Dinamo Sassari in a battle of 0-2 teams desperate for a win. 77-65, Casademont Zaragoza win it over Brose Bamberg tonight. Thanks for watching, everybody.